What up, man? This your boy 100, and we back in this. We back in this, man. And it's a little late night, bro. I meant to record a couple videos earlier today, but I was like, man, before I lay down, I gotta at least do at least one or two. I gotta keep dropping them bangers. I gotta keep dropping them bangers. You know what I'm saying? So this video, as you can tell from the title, Dr. Umar Johnson talking about Dwayne Wade's son, knowing he's LGBTQ or whatever. Um, There's another video of this same clip, but it's titled Dr. Umar Johnson, how did Dwayne Wade's son know he's trans or something. I forgot what. It was a different title. But anyway, I think it's the same clip. So let's see what my dog talking about. It's hiding
masculine there, huh? Men, such as yourself, such as myself, masculine black men in particular, seem to be excluded.
Oh, yes.
Access to mainstream platforms.
Oh, yes.
You know, I could turn on the television and not to harp on Don Lemon or Lee Daniels. I see Dwayne Wade with his son at a pride parade. His son is, I believe, like 12 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here? What message are these celebrity tools? I call them bootlickers because they just got to know that what they're doing is wrong and causing more damage. Why? If you got to
I've always been a fan of Dwayne Wade, but when that happened, coming from I'm a certified school psychologist. My doctorate is clinical psychology. His son is 12. That is pre-puberty, puberty. That is the age when you start finding yourself attracted to girls. But for the life of me, I'm trying to understand how an 11, 12-year-old black boy is already certain that he's gay. That is not a natural human phenomenon. How can your son be certain at 12 that he's gay? You know, that's a conversation I would love to have with Dwayne Wade. The age confuses me. Now, if he was 7,
I don't even think he claiming that he gay though. He claiming he is one of the other joints. I don't think he's saying he's gay. I think he says he's a woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's saying that he's gay. That's not what he's saying. But I do feel like, I mean, he's newly 12 and they've been saying this for a couple of years now. So I thought it was a little young, but I don't know how that little boy feels inside or whatever he wants to identify as. I don't know what that person feels like inside. You know what I'm saying? I said in the previous videos, growing up, you know who gay. Young, little. He off top gay. When he get grown, he's gonna be gay. Look at what he doing. We don't do that. We don't like what he doing. He don't do the same thing. He catching footballs like this. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, we be knowing when they little what it's gonna be. We just waiting for them to finally be like, hey man, this is what it is. Okay, cool. We been knowing since she was like 5, but thanks for telling us. You know what I'm saying? Folks don't be surprised like that, dog. Like, they think they hid. But let's finish.
17,
That's
16,
different.
that's different. 11 and 12, he don't even have a fixed identity yet. Your personality isn't even fixed at 12. How can you be certain you're gay? What in the hell is going on here?
You see, what I see in this is an attempt to take personal, private matters and use it to promote something else. And that's where I hold Dwayne and Gabrielle Union and any other adult.
Who was cuz on the end over here? Somebody cousin or something? Who that is?
Involved in this, because if you have a son or daughter who's struggling with their sexuality, that is a personal family matter, and y'all deal with it privately.
The reason it's being
you turn
dealt
it to
with,
a marketing strategy. Now I'm looking
why,
at
though?
you differently.
The
you
question
know,
is why. Okay, we had dinner last night at U Street. I teach a class on Pan-Africanism. Last class was Garvey's birthday yesterday. We chose D.C. so we could visit Frederick Douglass House, Carter G. Woodson House, Benjamin Banneker House, African American Civil War Museum. As we walking down the street, one of the brothers was telling me that, Doc, These stores were forced to hang up the LBGT flag because if they did not hang it up, the LBGTs will boycott the store. And then nobody would want to go in there and shop because everybody's intimidated by the LBGT's organized power. A lot of people are going along with it who may not even agree with it because they're afraid to stand up against it. That don't justify it because I'm not compromising my principles for no.
Pause. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. If you don't put a LGBTQ sign in your business, you gonna boycott the business? What? During the Black Lives Matter joint, like if you didn't hang no Black Lives Matter, I don't care, bro. I don't care about that, dog. Like, now, if you hanging up something anti something, now I can see why somebody will boycott. But just because you're not putting up that you're pro this, I don't know why that needs a boycott. But I also don't know how true that is. But sounds weird, man.
Body. But the point that I'm making is that the LBGT Army, which is also a CIA creation, this campaign is, okay, your orientation may not be a CIA creation, but the campaign to promote it is so powerful now that it is dictating the black community and how we act and react. Look at the black church. 50 years ago, you couldn't find a black church that co-signed that. Now, show me one that's against it. You could hardly find it. And do you know why? Because if you are a tax-exempt organization and you are getting federal funds and you say you don't support this, they will cut your money. It is about money. And unfortunately, we care more about our pocket than our principles. So everybody black who's trying to get paid is co-signing that, even though it's working against the community, because they don't want to stop the cash flow.
So why don't you just become a privately owned church? Why can't your church just be its own? I didn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said? Who was talking to her? Nobody was talking to you. If you are a privately owned church, if you're a private entity, why you would need to do whatever the government tells you to do? Do they not have private churches? Are no churches private? I know churches are tax exempt. If you choose to be tax exempt, you can't be privately owned. You have to be government funded to be tax exempt or something. I don't know. I don't know the church stipulations. But I feel like if I was a church and I was teaching like, no, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that, and then the government was like, well, we pro this now, I wouldn't just change my whole beliefs just because of the money. Me personally, if that's what you truly believe, money can't change how I feel. But who knows? Hey, if they tell you either go with this or we're taking the building, some people are gonna go with that then.
So again, it comes back to economics, like God said. We are economically compromised.
Yes,
big time. And because of that, we can be persuaded to be anything
they
people
want us to be. Which is why until you're economically independent, every black person in America is a potential agent. Because if the government comes to you and say, listen, I will take away your ability to feed your family if you don't go destabilize Dr. Umar's movement. I will take away your ability to feed your family if you don't go destabilize Minister Farrakhan or whoever else is out working in the community. What you going to do? Or are you that committed to the struggle where you're going to go and tell your wife and kids, we might have to go into the homeless shelter because I refuse to compromise my values? No, you're not. You're going to go ahead and do what they tell you to do. We're never free unless you're economically free.
And on that note, Brother Umar, thank you so much.
You, brother.
Oh, man, it was a pleasure.
Are we not supposed to see who he's talking to? Was the quote supposed to be cut out like that? I don't even know what the source of this, but hey, 60 million views posted it, so follow 60 million views. Shout out to them. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? 60 million views. But him just saying that just made me think about something. I heard somebody once talk about the fact that it might have been Umar. I don't really remember who said it, but they said that back in the day, with the whole welfare, Section 8, food stamps, taking care of the kids thing, they put a system out that said, hey, you can either choose to be with the man and be a whole family. Y'all can be a family. Or if the man is gone, you can take these benefits and live in Section 8 housing and get food stamps and pay $1 a month in rent and all this and that, right? And somebody said that they thought that women, black women particularly, they thought black women would choose the man and be with the man and be a whole family, but they said overwhelmingly the women chose the benefits. Was this on my face the whole time? They said overwhelmingly the women chose the benefits. So they put a system out like, hey, kind of like saying like, hey man, get with the man so you can choose your man and be with your man and be a family. But women chose government over the men. To the point where like a man can't even stay there for real. Like you gotta fake stay there. Like you can't even really move in. Like you gotta have your clothes halfway in, halfway out, just in case they want to come and do a search of the crib. You gotta take away all your clothes and put them and tuck them in. You know what I'm saying? You can't even be comfortable because you ain't supposed to live there. Why don't y'all leave there, bro? Do you know how many women are living in Section 8, living on food stamps, got a man living in there, but the man can't even live there for real? The man is uneasy. The man don't even feel secure or comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was a random thought. I forgot who said that, and I don't even know if it's true or not, but it sounded intriguing. Do your own research, do your own Googles. But yeah, this is just a quick little video, man. It's probably not quick at this point. I thought I've been talking. But yeah, man, if you like the video, you know what I'm saying, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feel about this. Do you agree with this? I honestly can't say what Dwayne Wade's son feels like on the inside. I can't say whether there's an agenda. I do feel like when the news first broke, and him saying he felt like a woman or a girl, and he even felt like he was a boy or something like that, it kind of felt like I don't. But my name Bennett and I ain't in it, so I have no opinion. I got an opinion, but it's like I feel like it was a little too young to dive all the way deep in. Like develop a little more. You know what I'm saying? We can embrace you here. Develop a little more, get a little more solidified in what you know you want to be. Because you know what you want to do when you're younger, but it ain't really solidified though. You kind of got like an idea. I would have let it cook a little longer before we like, okay, we're gonna double down and triple down. This is me personally. I ain't against whatever going on. I just would have let it cook I would have let it simmer a little longer, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and all those things, and I'll see you in the next one.